All right, so can't say it enough. Everybody, welcome. Appreciate you. Uh, Now, as I go forward and just show this fake world that we have been brought up in, and just help expose it for what it is daily. Now, this is on A to Z decodes, Arizona decodes. All right. But subscribe to daily decodes 81 2 if you want daily decodes, right? We're sporadically here every other day, every couple days here on this channel, but welcome. Now we're gonna look at the Cardinals upcoming week 3 opponent, the Lions. I mean, we're not really gonna go into big detail on that because we have the game from Sunday to look at. Okay. Rams fall to the Cardinals 41-10. All right. And the Rams, I mean, that's a pretty lopsided, I would say. And this was at State Farm Stadium. On this channel, I do have a quick breakdown on State Farm Stadium if y'all want to check that out. But wide receiver Cooper Kupp, he exited the game with an ankle injury and was ruled doubtful to return. He ultimately would not re-enter the game. He finished with 4 receptions for 37 yards prior to exiting. All right. And look at this guy. Look at this safety, John Johnson the third. All right. And we're getting a overload of Johns, aren't we? And it all is based on JFK energy, Donald John Trump energy. And that's John F. Kennedy. Right? So we're getting all of these stories where it's just kind of snuck in there, John, sometimes. Well, right here, it's right in our face. John Johnson III also was injured. And a lot of these Johns, there's like negative things happening to him. Think about it. Now, these are like professional athletes, kind of like celebrities distracting us. But hey, think about it. Okay? Right? It goes deep. So, so the injury with John Johnson III, the safety, a shoulder injury in the second half, and was questionable to return. Here is the complete game recap. It says a 41-yard return by running back Blake Corum on the opening kickoff set the Rams up at the 49 of the Cardinals, but the drive ended with an unsuccessful attempt to convert on 4th and 2 from the Cardinals' 41. Matthew Stafford completed a screen pass to Kupp, who was ruled short of the line. Now, this is kind of where I shine, Again, welcome to A to Z Decodes, Arizona. And look at this. All right. So once again, we get this 160-61 combination. Okay. And if you've watched maybe like the last week, at least, you're going to see this pop up. And here we go again. I know for a fact it's because Ohio equals 16 and 61. And all of these things are just cycles and patterns of numbers that just pop up, right? But anyways, Ohio equals 16 and 61. And I'm saying that because Lyndon B. Johnson, but the nickname with that president, LBJ, like LeBron, synced up with Ohio, right? And LBJ, the president, took over for JFK. So that's just one of the connections I've been able to make with this 16 and 61. You know what? John equals 16 and 61. And look at this. Los Angeles Rams 160 and 161. And that's, they go down here in defeat. And that's interesting because the Lions are the upcoming opponent. You see that right there? So look at that. And James Conner, 6'1". Okay. I don't really, I'm doing the decode. As I look at it, it's just done. And then I try not to, I'm looking at other stuff and I'm trying not to get distracted. I mean, the 6'1" just pops, doesn't it? And notice now the upcoming week 3 opponent for the Cardinals, the Lions, look at how their game on Sunday, they scored 16 points against the Bucks in a loss. All right, so you see that right there. And I don't think I included it with John equaling 16 and 61. Let me see what's next here. Oh, nope, I didn't. So let me go to the calculator and show you all that real quick. And we were just talking about John Johnson, weren't we? So over here, look at this. John, you see that? And then you even get the 47, like Trump equals 47. And look at the 20 in reduction. Trump teased the 20th letter. Okay? Trump Tower, come on. Trump 2020. 11th day of the 9th month energy. So, and look, you get duality even right there. Okay, I can't get distracted. Shout out to y'all. Let's go back over here. So you see those patterns as well. All right. And look as we go forward. Now I'm going to play this. Some highlights here. And I have to be careful. First thing I want to do, hit that volume. Let's get rid of that. Let's do this. And let's see what we get here. Okay, so I don't know how blurry the connection. The Wi-Fi is bad, but you could still. There's a nice return right there for the Rams. I don't know who that is. It's this device. The Wi-Fi is good, but I think the storage is full, so it's acting shady. But I got the slides uploaded.
Territory, an excellent start for Los
So that was the opening kickoff right there.
Angeles, and the best return of the very young.
So that was a nice return. Okay, so let's just go forward a little bit here. Okay, so what's up here? Is this a touchdown? Let's see what's up with this touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's see what's up with this, okay? Okay, so here's Murray. He had a nice amount of time in the pocket there. Oh, did you see that guy with the burst? Let's look at that again. Because I've been questioning these defenders lately. Oh, okay. He got it, but I'm going to be honest. I think they practice making it look close and still. This is what they do in practice. They kind of practice. Is it just trendy to say the script? Man, look at how bad the footage is. Look at that guy. Okay, so there, he's got the 18. How bad is the quality? 240? I better leave it because I don't think we're going to get no better right now. So let's look at one play from Matt Stafford here, okay? You know what's interesting? You have Matt Stafford and you have James Conner. And just by saying those 4 words or names, there's 3 connections to me. That's just amazing because then you get the Cardinals. This stuff happens all the time. I just can't explain it. If y'all do this with your local area, there's going to be certain numbers that you see all the time, right? It's just amazing. But anyways, let's see what's up with Stafford. Look, he goes down. It looks like he's going to go down. He goes down hard with the sack right there. I know that wasn't fun, script or not, right?
Who led the Cardinals in sacks a year ago.
I don't know who that guy is, number 45. I think they said, you heard what they said right there.
As his first of the season this year, and it's fourth down.
I don't know who that is, number 45, but
Down.
anyway, so I just wanted to show you some of that. Now I want to just see what happens if I try to change it says it's on 1080p right there. Okay, now it's on 1080p. Look at this. Look at how fake. Is this AI? Are these even real players? Why do they make them look fake? Is it their padding or what? They almost look fake, don't they?
Fake to Connor.
So what's Murray going to do here, y'all? And after this, I promise we'll get to the decode. Okay?
Murray on the rollout.
Okay, so Murray's going to pass it right here, okay?
Deep for Harrison!
There's Harrison wide open again. Look at this guy. So this guy must be a speedster. So this guy's a beast right here. You could tell the guy's going to miss. Let's see.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay, so we get some good highlights. And look at, there it is right there. And John is Matthew Stafford's first name. Look at that. John Matthew Stafford. Remember Phil Donahue? Like Donald. But again, still rhymes with John. And a lot of this stuff, I'm telling you, you just watch like, what, 4 of my videos in a row. Or lives, whatever. Because I do this daily, okay? You know, on this channel, there's plenty, even if there's like a day where I don't do it or whatever. But you see this pattern happening over and over and over again. And it's like, wow, here he is saying it again. And if we pick up one new person along the way every few weeks, maybe 2, whatever, okay, it's all good, right? Look at Matt Stafford, but John Matthew Stafford, quarterback for the Rams. Look, he's born in 88 even. And remember, text Trump to 88022 if they want to get mad at me. Okay, get mad at me. What am I supposed to do? That's what it is. And Trump equals 88. And again, John Johnson III with the injury. John 61 and 16. And again, you see all of that, right? So let's see. Do we get some new numbers? Okay, let's listen to Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford. John Matthew Stafford. Let's see what they got to say real quick.
So tough trying to corral Kyler today.
No, we just couldn't tackle him. I mean, there was opportunities. I mean, you look at some of the plays. We had 3 guys around him. He ended up escaping and hits an off-schedule touchdown. Does the same thing on a 3rd down by our sideline. So, we just weren't able to get to him. His athleticism shined. He made a lot of plays, and you got to give him credit.
Okay, so he's a good speaker, right? He's definitely a good speaker. So where's he's still talking. Damn. Where's Stafford at?
But, whether guys are able to go or not, it provides opportunities for other.
Okay, here's Stafford.
Yeah.
Sean had mentioned there's nothing good to take out of that game. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I got to go watch the tape, but that's my first impression as well.
So
Didn't do enough
relaxed,
right in really any phase. Started the game with a nice opening kickoff return and squandered an opportunity to get points there early, which was tough.
They got
Did that just too many times today from an offensive perspective. Had had a couple drives there and didn't have enough points to show from it, but can be better on some of our third and fourth down stuff as well. So to answer as of right now, they always have nice wrinkles. They're a really sophisticated defense. Do a lot
All
of
right, so I'm gonna say,
cool
if you get yourself about 27 points, that would probably be a nice number.
So it's not trying to corral.
Okay, so check this out. So you have the opponent here and the 41-10 victory blowout for the Cardinals. Look at Harrison, like Kamala Harris. I just caught that right now. Damn. Whew. So look, you get Marvin Harrison Jr. looking pretty good in the highlights. I'll have to double check his numbers if they're not upcoming. Wow. Like Kamala Harris. And remember all of the Donald John Trump connections with John. And look, born in 88. Okay. How about that? And Trump was here recently, I'm pretty sure. So what do you think? I mean, wow. Okay, and we're going to go forward because there's definitely more. Okay, look, Arizona equals 105 like 15. We just use these 4 ciphers. And it's with the alphabet and the language. Simple. Rams, you get 15 like 105 and even 51. Look at Kyler Murray, the quarterback for the Cardinals. 5'10", like 51. So what's going on with these numbers? Look at down there, right? When I look at the bottom over there, 160 likes. And I could stretch and make the other numbers work. But that 160's popping, don't you think? I mean, I just spotted it right now. Look at over there, future MVP and Super Bowl champ. Maybe we need to look at that comment. 13 weeks ago. Look at the 160. What are the odds? Again, right there, and 5'10", like 51. Rams 51 and 15. Now, and remember, so they got the Lions are upcoming as well. So we're probably going to get through this and then again maybe look at the Lions a little more. So again, look at the score right here. 41-10. You can add that up and it's a combined 51 points. Okay? So the week 2, right? You see 41-10 Cardinals with the blowout and they're 1-1. Rams are 0-2. It's still early. But football, the weeks come and go quick, and you might want to get off to a decent start. Doesn't hurt. So look at that, 41-10, 51 points. Okay, now right here in the article, a 41-yard return by running back Blake Corum on the opening kickoff. So I think we looked at that a little bit. It was a little bit fuzzy maybe, but the Cardinals scored 41 points. And look down there. Okay, but the drive ended with an unsuccessful attempt to convert on 4th and 2 from the Cardinals' 41. You see that right there? So you get the 41 again, and look at the 49. I can't help. Kamala Harris, 49th VP, right? So look, there's another 41. After Arizona added a 56-yard field goal by kicker Matt. Look, you get another Matt. And look at this. So you kind of see how this is working. So I just caught the other Matt on the fly. And then I caught the Harrison with the Harris. So you kind of see that energy. Okay? You kind of see that energy. And if you don't see it, well, again, just kick back. I got your back, right? So again, another 41 right here with the 4-yard touchdown run by running back Kyron Williams, but it still trailed 34-10 with 41 seconds left in the third quarter. And since we're on the 41 thing now, okay, 4 months 10 days. James Conner is featured here as well. And I might have to go on the fly and get the numbers because I guess I didn't put him in here. Look at his birthday. And look, he's got the Chris Brown birthday, I noticed. And hold on real quick. 5'5". Kendrick Lamar is trending with the NFL with the Super Bowl upcoming. He's 5'5". Lil Wayne's 5'5". Anyways, 4 months, 10 days after James Conner's birthday, this game hits. Like 41. And that number lands heavy as well here. A lot of it's like personal stuff, so it's not nothing that's anything wow, just saying it on here. It's just amazing when you see numbers connected to you, and then you do this for like a year, and then you see those same numbers hit at the same time, and then a year go by again, and you're like, wait a minute. See what I mean? Anybody else who doesn't say that, gatekeepers, right? So if you've made it to this point, appreciate you again. So you see the 41 pattern here. And let's look at James Conner and the stats real quick. So let me share this over here. James Conner rushing yards last Sunday. Oh, let me do this. Yards. 50. And Donald equals 50. All right. Oh, that's September 8th. What about the 15th? Let me ask Google. Usually when I ask, James Conner rushing yards last Sunday.
According to Wikipedia, James Earl Conner is an American professional football running back for the Arizona Cardinals of the National Football League.
Versus Rams. 122. There it is. And you know what? I think I do have that coming up. Now that I look at it. Okay, and what about Kyler Murray? Kyler Murray passing yards Sunday versus the Rams. 206. That's
According
a nice
to Wikipedia,
number.
Kyler Cole Murray is an American professional football quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals of the National Football League.
266. And look, that's like 26. And I know we saw 26 over recently. I just forgot where it was. Look at he's got the Cole middle name, like J. Cole. Right there. You always see the other character names. And I know there's a lot of names, y'all. But there was a time during the Kendrick Drake beef where Nicole Brown Simpson was trending with the OJ death. All right. And Cole, was it Cole Brings Plenty? I think was the name of the character that died connected to the show Yellowstone. It was a spin-off show. The guy's uncle was on Yellowstone. Anyways, his name was like Cole Brings Plenty, I think was his name. If I got the name a little bit wrong, I apologize. I think it was Cole Brings Plenty. Anyways, and again, with J. Cole, but you get Kyler and you get K, again, like Kamala, but this K you see a lot here in Arizona. Nearly every politician, it seems like we have, their name starts with a K, which is strange. So he has 200. And let's look at Harrison Jr. real quick. Marvin Harrison Jr. yards versus the Rams last Sunday. 100. Okay,
According
so I
to
have
Wikipedia,
this coming up
Marvin
as well.
Darnell Harrison Jr. is an American professional football wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals of the National Football League.
He has 130. I would do all of these lives, but they frown on the live, so we'd have videos like this. Look, Drake May is trending. Remember, we just brought up Kendrick. And look, again, Harrison, like Harris over here. You see that? And remember his dad. A lot of us remember it. Look at his middle name, Darnell. Again, that makes me think of Donald. You get the D anyway. And look at Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Trump shot in Pennsylvania. And this keeps, Philly and Pennsylvania keeps popping up. Man. All right. Oh, he's out of Ohio. Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio, remember, 16 and 61. All right. To go with all of those 16 and 61s. 160. He had 130. Okay, so let's go back and we can catch up a little bit on the slides. Okay, so because when you do this, you're always going to catch stuff on the fly as well. So let's look at this 4th and 2. But the drive ended with an unsuccessful attempt to convert on 4th and 2. Now we're just kind of focusing on the numbers here. Arizona equals 42. So almost everything, and even look, 29-yard field goal right there by kicker Joshua Carty. You get another K and another J. It's amazing because look at the 29. Even Trump equals 29. DeMarcus, you get another D. And a lot of y'all are like, maybe, what's he talking about? But a lot of these, you see the letter patterns, and I catch on to them. Look at Robinson right there. Remember Michelle, Levon, Robinson, Obama. So there's a lot of political stuff that just keeps cycling, and it's in different form. And look, you get Ford and Stafford. Think about Gerald Ford, the president, he gave the speech saying if there was a female president, this is how it'll happen. There will be an old man in office, and a lot of it connected to Biden, right? So you get Ford right there, and remember he was on the Lions, wasn't he? And that's Ford with Ford Motors and the Motor City, isn't it? Let me know if I'm wrong about any of this in the comments, y'all. And I'm sorry, but this is the Rams in this blowout. Lost to the Cardinals? Well, we're talking about Kendrick Lamar, and you just saw a guy named Drake Mays trending. Okay, I remember covering him when he got drafted. Is he on the Patriots? I may be wrong about that. Someone can let me know. But anyways, look at Rams. It's like Lamar. If it's Ram. Lamar backwards, RAM. Come on, y'all. And a 42-yard out structure completion from quarterback Matthew Stafford. So look at this. Again, with Arizona equaling 42. All of these numbers. And I went easy. Kyler Cole Murray in reverse, 203, like Phoenix, Arizona. Even though they play in Glendale, it's right by Phoenix. Phoenix is going to represent, when you think of Arizona, right? Phoenix, Arizona, 203, like Kyler Cole Murray, the full name. And let's see if we can carefully listen to Kyler Cole Murray after the game.
Thanks. Kyler, you guys hang 41 on the board today, and it felt like...
All right, so it sounds like it's already... Nope, that was normal? Okay. So let's just kind of hear what he says real quick. Carefully, I'm not going to be able to play a lot of this.
Like they had a hard time trying to bring you down. What did you see from the offense?
Oh, we had a great week of practice, man, and everybody came out here ready to go prepared.
He's got that voice that's like, It doesn't match. It just never will match what he looks like to me. So we'll hear what he says again here.
What did you see from the rookie?
Again, we had a great week of practice.
So are they talking about maybe Marvin Harrison Jr.? Is this a big ritual going on behind him? Gotta be, right? Think about it. I mean, look at it. Look back there. It doesn't look normal. Oh, it's just what they do. It's just what they do. It's okay. Whatever. Just saying.
And all it is execution. I mean, I can't really, say
He's just like,
anymore. Obviously, he's a great talent.
I just can't say anymore. All right, so Kyler Cole Murray.
Hard, playing to the end of the whistle. We're coached well. We love
So he's saying
each
all
other.
the right things there, right? So look at this. All right, Kyler Murray equals 167. The 39th prime number is 167. Arizona equals 39. This game, 39 days after his birthday. Look at his last birthday, 39 date numerology. How about that? All right. So, Sunday, September 15th. Right. Wow. And even like Sun, Valley of the Sun, Arizona. Again, A to Z decodes. Look at his birthday, August 7th. 8 plus 7 is 15. Again, Arizona equals 105, like 15. Rams, 15 and 51. Let's break away and look at the next opponent now. All right. So, the Lions, right? Arizona Cardinals. All right, so let's go over here. So they're going to play on the 22nd. So this is going to be the upcoming Sunday. So let's click right there. That's amazing. I just caught on to they have a guy named Harrison. So right there. Oh, so let me go over here. All right. So here the Lions. So let's look at the Lions real quick. Got to do it, right? Detroit Lions. Now I want to look over here on the right. Remember Hulk Hogan? It was Hulk Hogan. Yeah, Hulk Hogan was at Lions practice with the MMA fighter. I forgot her name. Sorry about that. But look, you get Ford right here. Look at the owner. Even you see that right there? Ford. I may have mentioned that family earlier. But again, right? Detroit, the Lions, the North Division. All right, Dan Campbell, Ford Field, of course. So they have Jared Goff. The team doesn't look good to me. I know they did good in the playoffs, are decent, but I don't know. I'm not a fan. Look at Jared Goff had 16. Or what does that say? Jared Goff's number 16. So that's his jersey number, I guess. All right. When were they? Does it say when they were founded? Nope. I'm going to find out right now. All right. Detroit Lions founded when?
According to NFL
1930.
Football Operations, the Detroit franchise started as the Portsmouth Spartans in 1930. Detroit radio executive George A. Richards purchased the Spartans in 1934 and moved them
All
to
right.
Detroit, where they were renamed the Lions.
Hold on. Look. Ohio connection. Wow, that's amazing. Shout out to Janae Schneider because look, Man, I just brought this up the other day during a live. Portsmouth, Ohio. Look, you get Ohio. That's interesting. That happens. Man, it says George right there. George 105, like Arizona. Wow, that's amazing. You get Ohio. Remember 16 and 61. You just got to look a little bit. All right, so that's it. I mean, there's nothing really more I don't know. Let's go back over here. Okay, so James Conner, he has the 122 yards. James Conner equals 117 with this code. Think about it. Here's a name, and this keeps happening over and over, right? The running back, big game, 117 in the language. The Arizona Cardinals, 117. James Earl Conner. Remember, James Earl Jones just died recently, didn't he? With the full name here, 63 like Cardinals. Okay, just that in case. Look, James Conner, 63. Okay, so if you think, oh, he put the Arizona Cardinal. Okay, well then scratch it. 63, 63, 63. Right? But it's the Arizona Cardinals. And that 122, again, that number lands just big with me being local here in Arizona. Kyler Murray equals 130 in reverse. Marvin Harrison Jr., 130 yards, quarterback to receiver in this game, right? And look at his birthday, the 11th day of the 8th month, like 18. 18 on the jersey. I think his dad had 81, maybe. Let me look real quick. So his dad was synced up with Peyton Manning in the Colts. Indiana, remember the Indiana Fever played tonight. Marvin Harrison. Man, this guy was amazing when he played. He's got the August 25th birthday. Remember, he wore number 88. That's why we looked, because I thought it was 81. He's got the 88. Remember Trump 88? And who was it earlier? Stafford, born in 88. Text Trump wherever you're at, 88. That's what they want you to do. 880, whatever it is. 88022. Dang. Birthday 2 days after Kobe's. Okay, his middle name's Darnell as well. Syracuse Orange. Remember Trump's the big orange man, they say? Look, Jet Harrison is Marvin Harrison Jr.'s, I'm guessing, brother. Colts. Peyton Manning. You know you're synced up when they got the name of someone else like right there. Bam. With you. Oh, Manning had the 18, huh? Manning wore the 18. So they're probably syncing Manning with all of those guys connected with them, including the son, Junior here. You get the number 18. I bet they don't bring that up. They're not going to bring that up because he's going to have Manning's number. What's he going to say? Yeah, I'm wearing Peyton Manning's number. Wouldn't his dad get offended, kind of? Born in Philly, look. Again, 52, president, government, and White House. All right. Thank y'all for being here. No, it's probably going to be at least 45 minutes, right? And let's see what else we have. Marvin Harrison Jr., 90, like the Arizona Cardinals. And James Earl Conner equals 90, both with big games. And Murray with the 266 yards, that's decent. I think that's kind of right on that borderline. That's definitely a nice game. I can't remember the completions. A lot of the stuff looks fake. Even I know the footage was not good at first, but even when it cleared up, the guys, they make them where they look fake, like it's even right there. There's just a lot of color, I guess, but
Good job.
so it's already clear a little bit right there. So we'll catch a couple more plays here. And again, if y'all need to bounce, shout out to you. Appreciate you for being here. Wonder what that guy's name is. Look, it almost looks like White House. It's probably, look at this name, Whittington or whatever it is. It's a script. Okay, it looks like White House. And of course, right? Here's Murray. Oh wait, is that the backup? Oh, what are they doing? Oh no, the Rams. It's the Rams. All right, so nice. So let's just see what they do real quick. So let's see this.
A line of fire in the desert.
So it's a little run here. It looks like the Cardinals got the jump, doesn't it? I think they reacted too slow there, if you ask me.
Here's Williams, navigates.
You know what? I don't really watch these games, but when I watch some of the highlights, fake, man. Very, very, for real right there. You can tell that they're just running. Again, they tell you. I mean, it's it's amazing, man. And I would be wild to say that. That's
James Conner.
James Conner is a beast.
Doing James Conner.
All right, so cool. So I guess that's going to be the thumbnail. That looks like it lands. Shout out to Google Slides. So again, a little game recap of the Sunday game versus the Rams. The Rams get dominated by the Cardinals. Again, I'm not really let's talk about all of everything that happened. If y'all tuned in and you were looking interested in the game and all of that, well, I guess, thanks for coming. But a little recap there and interesting patterns just to go along with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I do here. And again, the Lions, another, they're interesting with what's happened at the practices with Hulk Hogan. Think about that. I mean, that is what it is, right? And remember, H is the 8th letter. You get 88. Okay? And it's all professional wrestling, Hollywood, Hulk Hogan. Okay? So I shout out to y'all again. Cardinals, Lions upcoming, and the recap, the Rams, the blowout against the Cards. All right. I don't see anything. Marvin Harrison Jr., 108, and he's got the 18 on the jersey. And his full name, 150. Again, Arizona, 105, 15. Rams, 15 and 51. Upcoming opponent. Nice. See that. There's a lot of stuff there I'm not even mentioning. But yeah. Okay, y'all. Appreciate you. Until next time. A to Z Decodes. Subscribe.